quick video on how to operate the term reference Fancytree module. So the first thing you want to do is enable the module, and it's zero configuration, which means there's nothing to set up before you can start using it. Once you've set up, what you want to do is you want to go to whatever entity you have with fields. I'm just going to use here a group entity, but could be a node as well. And we're going to go to our form display, and we want to make sure that you set up your widget as the term reference Fancytree here. So once we go ahead and save that, and we load our form, you'll see that all the terms now appear here as a sort of a hierarchical checkbox tree. Only these three first have been loaded. You can see that if I click now on graduate jobs, in this case, you'll get a little loading screen, which basically means that I'm making an AJAX call to get the child terms, and the same thing if I go down the tree. This means that loading this is extremely quick. This is a taxonomy tree here with over 3,000 terms, and you can see that it loads pretty quickly. So a couple of other things that are important. If you select a child term, you'll see that this has the parent has a little outline indicating that this term has child selections. That's useful in case you sometimes want to select children, but not select the parents. And so in a collapse state, you want to make sure that you know which ones have children or not. So I'm just going to do a selection here under counting graduate jobs, and you can see that all the active trail is selected, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And once I edit again, you'll see that my tree's collapsed, but I can see that graduate jobs has an active trail. Now, for taxonomy term items that have selected children, instead of doing an AJAX call like you do here in internships, this one means it's already loaded. So we've gone ahead and loaded all the children of graduate jobs. And because accounting graduate jobs also has selected children, it's also loaded. But items that don't have children selected, like aerospace engineering, for example, it will do the AJAX call. Other things to note, this module also supports multiple vocabularies. So if we go here and we select another vocabulary, and hit save, we'll now see that we have two folders, one for each vocabulary, and you can, in the same way, it displays the active trail. So this is already loaded, but in this case, it does the AJAX call. The other feature that's probably worth noting is a bulk selection. So let's say that we want to select all the children of aerospace engineering graduate jobs. If we do a double click, then all of them get selected. If we do a double click again, then all of them get deselected. It's also worth noting that this feature supports recursive bulk selection. So for all the trees that are selected, if I go here on graduate jobs and do a double click, it will have selected all of these. But notice that these are not, because they weren't loaded. So that's pretty much how this module operates. Any questions or comments, just feel free to leave an issue on GitHub.